defensive plays, all of them handoff to Jordan Stafford. 4 carries, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Stokes will kick it off for the Blue Devils. Grounder, onside. Did we get it? No. Portland got it. They tried to block. McLean tried to. Lebanon saw something they liked, and if the kick had, if that onside kick attempt had taken one more hop, we had a shot at that. The theory was that Stokes was going to kick it and jump on it. Bob, it just went a little bit outside of his reach.
Well, right when he went to fall on the ball, it took an odd bounce, and it just bounced right out of his way. But, I mean, it was right there. It was open.
14-7 Lebanon, 7:47 to go in the first. Arendel, the quarterback for Portland. Give that ball inside, and they've got a big run going here. First down and more for the tailback. Goodnight, and it's Goodnight as he rushes that thing all the way down to the 29 of Lebanon. 28 yards on that carry, and the Panthers have found something they like, Bob Lee.
Well, as soon as he does, Apple and Stafford, they converge, and they put a pretty good lick on him finally, but it's after he gets that far down the field, though.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Ball's going to be at the 29. Quick pass, incomplete. Arendel was trying to hit his man out in the flat. That was Sharklet, incomplete.
Well, that looked like that was miscommunication there. That looked like he was throwing an out route when they ran an in route. So I don't know if the quarterback thought he was running or should have thrown it different, or the receiver should have cut the other way.
Goodnight is the halfback. Arendel is the quarterback. Give it to Goodnight, coming to the right side, and he is snowed under. No gain. At the bottom of the pile is Kaysen. Coming off of that, Mitchell McDonald as well. Coming up on the stop for the Blue Devils, weak side defensive end Jarvon Neal did a much better job of defending that run play.
Ellis Smith doing a good job getting in on a play too there, Tommy.
Play comes in from the sideline, and everybody on the Portland team checks their wristband. That's part of this system, so to speak. 3rd down and 9. Arendel wants to throw. Throws it out in the flat on the screen. He's got a first down. He's got more. He's to the 10, to the 15. He's across the 10, still running to the 5. On the reception was Sharklet. They ran the Miami screen. The wide receiver screen. They got him outside and brought him in behind a couple of blockers. And Joe, can you help us on that line of scrimmage?
Just a minute, Tommy. These sidelines are very tight here. Looks like we're about on about the 7-yard line, Tommy. 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Portland on the 7 after that 23-yard gain on the pass play. Arendel has in the backfield with him Crabtree now. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. In the slot is Kirkham. Give it inside to the tailback. On the carry, that's Crabtree. Not much going there.
Tommy, on that play, big Ellis Smith and Arnold both in on that tackle right there. They met him pretty much at the line of scrimmage and just slammed the door shut.
Justin Holmes comes in at a tight end for the Panthers as they will now go to an I set. Pro I with a tight end on the right. Receivers left and right. Arendel on the option. He gets belted. He bounces off, and he gets in for the touchdown. Arendel with the keeper on the option play, and he takes it to the house from 8 yards out for the touchdown.
Tommy Apple comes up and puts a good lick on him, but doesn't grab anything. He just bounces off of him and carries him on into the end zone.
Joe, you got this PAT attempt.
Thank you, Tommy. Sam Robinson on to attempt. Dylan Kirkham to hold. The snap, the hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. With 6 minutes to go in the first, we have a track meet. Lebanon 14, Portland 14. Back in 30 seconds.
The game.
I'll tell you after the game, Bob.
Okay.
He knows where to look, I promise you that. 6 minutes exactly to go in the first, and it's 14-14. Robinson will kick it off for the Panthers as he stands at his own 40. Maynard is deep at his 5. Apple and Stafford will be at the 10. Portland faked the onside kick. They kind of wanted to see if we'd flinch.
Well, it made me jump.
It did. Here comes Robinson. End over end and short. It's going to hit at the 20 and bounce out of bounds.
And we have a flag.
Whew, I thought he touched that ball.
Well, you know, he was approaching it. Apple was coming up to get the ball, and it hit short and went out of bounds at about the 17 or 18. So now the ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line of Lebanon. 1st and 10 on the far hash. Lebanon, who has been primarily a shotgun spread team all year, has gone to the I formation tonight with a tight end and a couple of flankers. Let us see how we deploy here. Same set, tight end left, slot right. Sampson in the slot, Vance wide receiver right. Stafford is your tailback. McLean, the fullback. The give is to Stafford on the counter tray, right up the middle. He's got it across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Gain of 6 on that play, and we pulled the offside tackle and guard. This is a kind of a throwback offense, and it is very effective, Bob.
Well, it is, and you know, Tommy, he was a step away from breaking that one.
Get it to the 41, gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for the Blue Devils. Lebanon still slot right, set. Tight end left. That is Sloan in the tight end spot. Give it to Stafford up the middle. On the lead play, gets it out to about the 44-yard line.
Darren Hamilton's first there.
And here comes the Express.
Bostic also there. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Blue Devils.
Well, that gets it to 3rd and 1, Tommy. That's a manageable thing right there. That's just get you first down here and keep the clock rolling.
Signal coming in from the sideline. Portland has gone into a goal line front. 6 down linemen up front. The toss sweep is there. They give it on the stretch play to Stafford outside, and he could go if he can stay up. He had one man to beat. He got his hands on Stafford. Making the stop for Portland was Zach Woods, a linebacker, who just got a hand on him and threw him off stride. 21 yards on that run off the left side. 1st down, Blue Devils.
Oh, just an arm there just to trip him up. Oh, he almost went to house again.
1st and 10 Lebanon at the 35 of Portland. 4:34 to go in the first, and Portland has decided they want to figure this thing out. Let's take a 30-second break. 30 seconds back at the station. 4:34 to go in the first. We are tied at 14. We'll be back in 30s. Terry Stafford, what's he done tonight so far?
Tommy, he's only ran it 7 times here in the first quarter for 147 yards, averaging a nice, neat 21 yards a carry. And 2 touchdowns.
I wonder if he's got enough fluids in him. He could be exhausted here in a little bit. I think as long as he's running that football, Stafford wants to be fed that rock. Maynard, quarterback sneak, straight ahead, picked up 2. And he got bent backwards.
Yeah, he did. That was awkward looking the way he got bent back. He's getting up okay.
Quarterback Maynard keeps the football.
You know, we talked about on the way up here that he's got an awful lot of carries through 4 football games. It looks like tonight they're going to make sure to feature the tailback tonight. Give Portland something else to worry about.
Well, Maynard needs a little rest, to be honest with you. We've been leaning on him and leaning on him hard.
Portland in a 4-man defensive front. A 4-4 look. They've gone man coverage on our receivers on the outside. And a whistle.
Play's long dead. We have a flag.
Flag on the play.
So we may not have enough on the line.
I think our wide receiver, it's against, of course, Jordan Stafford says it's against Portland. And Portland lined up in the neutral zone.
Good.
Defensively, Portland is in a 4-4. They have cocked those tackles in at an angle on our guards. I remember in the old days when Ralph Overton used to teach that, he loved playing against those because you could pull and block those guys pretty easy.
Now they're pinching them all right.
They're pinching in there hard so you can get on the corners. Slot right is the set for Lebanon. Give it to Stafford off the right side. Spins forward into a pile. Picked up a couple there.
I think they're bound and determined to try to take that stuff away in the middle, and that's why we've been so successful bouncing it out, because when they're pinching those two tackles in there, and then they've got those two inside linebackers almost shoulder to shoulder right up the middle, they're pretty much blasting toward the middle every play.
Lebanon will not huddle. They'll stay at the line of scrimmage at the 28-yard line. Third and about 3, maybe 4 to go for the first, and another whistle.
The encroachment. That's the first down.
Did Portland line up wrong?
They jumped on the count.
Yes, sir. Offside against the Panthers. That's 5. That's an easy first down for Lebanon. Next week, Glencliff comes to town for the Blue Devil homecoming.
From the 23-yard line.
Kickoff at 7, tailgate party at 5:30 as the basketball teams host all that food. They're going unbalanced right. Tackle and tight end left. Tackle over right. Slot right. Now we're in the gun. Maynard, quarterback sweep right. Can he get on the corner? Yes, he does. He's pushing. He's out there to the 19, and he stays inbounds.
Tackle Stafford.
Gain of about 4 on that play. Is Maynard, and he's got just a little bit of hitch in that ankle, Bob. You were concerned about that.
Well, he's, you know, we got to, I don't know. We've been leaning on him hard. He's got a bum ankle. He's got a hamstring pulled. Give him a heavy dose of Stafford this week.
Lebanon will go under center, unbalanced right. Now we moved. Dadgummit. We jumped.
Chris Harris got a little anxious there.
Procedure call against Lebanon.
Well, we just gave one of them back.
Yeah. That will move it back to the 24-yard line. Make it 2nd down and 11 at the 24 of the Panthers. Lebanon will go unbalanced set right. Now they'll shift it. They will flip-flop everything over. Unbalanced on the left side. We are strong left. Tight end right, 2 receivers left. Maynard in the gun, quarterback sweep, wants to throw. Now he tucks it in. He's going to run. He's in trouble. And he's buried by 3 Portland Panthers. Leading the way for the Panthers, T.J. Bostic. And Maynard's ankle is killing him. He's coming off. He has twisted that thing, and he is coming off the field. Checking in for the Blue Devils is the backup quarterback, Patrick Dedman. Dedman, the junior.
Dedman actually started first game this year, didn't he?
He did, and Maynard was in the slot. He messed his shoulder up in practice, and he's been unable to go. He got a little bit of action last week. Lebanon will now spread it on a 3rd and 14. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Empty backfield for Dedman. Dedman to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Caught by Stafford, who's immediately smothered by a Portland defender on the tackle for the Panthers. Kirkham comes up from the strong safety spot, and Lebanon will leave the offense on the field after that gain of 5. That makes it a 4th down and about 9 to go for the first. Ball will be spotted at the 22 of Portland. Everybody looks to Bobby Brown for the play call. We've got 3 receivers on the left. That'll be Sloan. The tight end will be a wide receiver left. Vance, the second man in, and Stafford is in the slot. And Lebanon is going to take a timeout. They want to make sure they've got the right play and the right personnel. So with 11 seconds to go in the first, we've got a timeout. Let's take a 30. You're listening to Lebanon Football on WANT FM 98.9. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
And as we get set to begin the second.
Swearing off, and he'll come back for us, Tommy.
3 receivers on the left, 2 receivers on the right. Dedman in the gun. 4th and 9 at the 22. Shotgun snap. Dedman, quick release. Flips it out here, and it is picked off, and he is going